Hello everybody and welcome to the GMS Magazine channel. I am Paco Garcia, your host, and this is a channel all about board games and role-playing games. A couple of days ago, a friend of mine in Facebook asked me a question that somebody had asked him regarding representation in role-playing games, and I thought that this would be a good opportunity to do the GMS Academy, the show where I give you my insights as a player, an author, a GM and a convention attendee. What is about representation in games? Is it worth doing it and how? Welcome to the GMS Academy. Let's play. I'm going to read you exactly what I received from my friend in Facebook, even though I am going to keep names away from it for very obvious reasons. But my friend, he told me, got an interesting question from a game designer. Figured that I would be a good person to ask. And the game designer says, "Hi, blank. I'm writing a game. Not sure if I want it to be an RPG or a storytelling board game. But either way, I want to make sure everyone feels represented, but I'm worried about being labeled as SJW, so social justice warrior, sorry if you remember, or be viewed as pandering or worse, disingenuous profiteer. How would you recommend including inclusivity without hitting any of those stress points?" You can't. Let's make this clear for once and for all, for goodness sake. Social justice warrior is not an insult. Get over that. If you don't see the point, if you don't see the benefit, if you don't want to fight for social justice, what kind of person are you? Seriously, what is wrong with you? There's nothing wrong with social justice, with expecting that everybody is going to be treated in exactly the same way and that people are going to get what they need in order to feel included in society. There's nothing wrong with that. And if anybody calls you a social justice warrior, that's not an insult. That's a compliment. Or at least I take it that way. Quite happily so. So yeah, call me SJW. Duh, you're being so clever by using that as an insult. No, it just doesn't work like that. Being accused of, what do you call it? Pandering. But so what if you're pandering, for goodness sake? It doesn't matter. This is your game. If you want to pander to minorities, to people who are oppressed, to people who are not usually represented, I do it all the time, unashamedly so, and I do not care if people complain about that. Yes, I am pandering to the LGBTQI+ community because I belong to it, and I tend to go in that direction because I like it, because it's my crowd, because it's my cause, because I want to, because I can. And that doesn't mean that everybody have to do it. You don't have to include any representation if you don't want to. That's it. You don't have to. But if you're going to do it, you're going to receive some criticism because some people are always going to complain about something, because people are going to see a trans character and just lose their shit over it, because they're going to see a person of color and they're just going to think that don't belong there. That's always going to happen anyway. But if you don't include it because you fear that you will be labeled something that is actually quite a nice compliment, then you need to rethink if you actually want to go through the whole process of being inclusive or not. You're never going to please everybody, ever. It's just not going to happen, ever. That's it. Disingenuous profiteer, that's the most ridiculous thing on the planet. If you were a corporation, I would say, yeah, fine, you're a disingenuous profiteer. If you include that diversity as a tool to make money rather than because you believe is the right thing to do, then, well, yeah, you're a disingenuous profiteer. Then you already know that. No, if you want to include something, just do it because you feel it's the right thing to do. Not because you're going to suffer consequences or because people are going to complain that you've done it. Everybody's going to complain that you've done something at some point. It is literally impossible to please everybody within this community or pretty much any other. So why worry? Just do what you want. However, there was something that did worry me and did bother me a lot when I continued reading, because my friend asked, is inclusivity a cornerstone of the game, or is it something you want seen in the art? Good question. And the game designer said, I don't know how to put it in the story part right now, nor do I want to cram it in to check boxes. I definitely want it in the art at a bare minimum. Then don't bother. Okay, don't bother, because that is called tokenism. There's no point in being inclusive as a tokenism. If you don't know how you're going to include it in your world still needs an awful lot of development. And if you don't want to tick boxes, then don't tick them. But including it is invariably and unavoidably going to tick some boxes. What kind of representation do you want? What kind of diversity are you prepared to put in your world? Why are you going to do it? We're going to say, why are you even considering having diversity? If you haven't considered it when you designed it, what are you doing? Why are you doing this? And this is not a criticism. I think it's fantastic that you're considering it. And I think it's understandable that you're actually feeling some pressure before you even start. That's just how it goes, believe it. I'm telling you, somebody who is well used to that kind of pressure. But if you want it at the bare minimum, why? Exactly why? What are you getting out of that? What are you getting out of hiding it? What are you going to do, the Dumbledore effect? Well, oh no, that person was actually gay. Oh no, that person comes from an ethnic background. No, that is absolute rubbish. Have it or don't have it. But at the bare minimum, I'm not a token. Gay people are not tokens. People of color are not tokens to be there at a bare minimum. That is rubbish. And that is your problem. If you haven't thought, and I don't mean just this game designer, I mean pretty much anybody out there who's designed the game. If you haven't thought about diversity in your game, that's okay, whatever. You know, you don't have to, you shouldn't feel obliged to do it. If you do it, let it be because you want to. If you have to put it into your world, let it be because it matters, because it makes the world better, because it makes the game richer, because you want to tick some boxes that are going to improve things and are going to make a lot of people more happier. But at a bare minimum, then don't bother. Seriously, we are not, minorities are not tokens to have at a bare minimum. Give us the space that we deserve. Give us the space that you think we should have in your world. Or don't bother. Seriously. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to subscribe if you haven't done yet and leave me your comments down there, because I would love to hear what you have to say. But until the next time, take care.